Okay, by no means is this some full review. I only borrowed the 2013 Volt for a day from a dealer. I was planning on buying one. I did actually end up buying a Prius instead. I drove it from my house starting at 27 degrees that day. I used the heat completely full. And I started filming after work with only 6 miles of battery left. I didn't get to do a full test of the battery to see what it'd do on a normal day driving from my house. So all I know is the range on a cold day, not using the remote warm-up and leaving the car outside, is about 25.4 miles for this drive.
One of my big complaints from reviewing this car is the XM. Just, it is obsessed with XM. I have my phone connected through Bluetooth, but weather, please call XM. They get the weather from XM. They get the movie times from XM. What? I accidentally hit the climate button here. Stop it. Off. And then turning the climate off is kind of annoying too. You should just be able to hit one button to turn it off. But, so yeah, you get the movies, and it's got a fuel thing, but again, that's XM too. So that's kind of my big gripe. I mean, it does, their interface does feel old, even for this is a 2013, and it already feels old. And one other thing I noticed too when I plugged it in is it does not let you charge if your plug is not grounded. So here's the dash display where you have, this is how much power it's using. I don't know why it's using 0.5 kilowatts right now. Okay, well, just sitting here it's using 0.5 kilowatts for some reason. So you have these two trip meters, remaining oil life, tells you the air pressure of each tire. Oh, I have a vehicle message. Oh, ice possible. Okay, will do. Okay, there we go. Change your units. I don't know why you can do that right there. It seems like that should be buried in the menu. And same with the tutorial, which your tutorial is this. That's your tutorial. Tell you your battery gauge, fuel gauge, total range. Config to get enhanced display, which the enhanced display, I can never get out of this thing. The enhanced display is literally just this. It puts that there instead of there and puts that up there. So I don't know why you just wouldn't have this always be the display. This little ball on the side goes up and down if you're hitting the accelerator or the brake too much. So your energy screen there will tell you if the engine's running and charging the battery, or if the battery's running the wheels. And it tells you what time you charge. It seems to keep defaulting back to the 8 amp charge level. I have to keep putting it back on the max because right there it says if I plug it in, it'd be ready by 5:45 p.m. And if you reduce it to the 8 amps, then it wouldn't be ready till 9:30. I'm sure there's some logical reason they did that. And then you have charge mode where you can tell it to delay in case you pay different for electricity rates later. Or you could say, I don't even know what this is. Charge mode delayed departure time. Next planned departure 7 in the morning. So I guess you can edit that and say, oh, you can schedule every day of the week of when you would plan on leaving, so it would charge by then. In Pennsylvania, we pay the same rate, so I wouldn't care about that. Now, what's the other one? Change charge mode. Oh, okay, so here's based on electricity rates. So I'm assuming here then you can edit your rate. Oh, okay, well, that's pretty detailed. So you can say when your rates are high and when they're low. So it'll only charge during then. But I just want to charge it as soon as I plug it in. Then this one tells you what your climate used, your driving style. energy usage for the last trip since you plugged it in, and some efficiency tips. Try to keep the ball in the green position. Avoid unnecessary rapid acceleration. Okay, so you're best at 50 miles an hour and below. Higher speeds reduces energy. Don't shift to neutral to coast. Sport mode. Yeah, that's the other thing too you got here is... Oh, no, that's this button over here. You have a drive mode button, which will then change you from normal, sport, mountain, or hold. Hold turns on the engine, leaves the engine on. I've just been driving normal. I haven't even tried sport. I haven't really tried to accelerate much with it. So there's the explanation of that. Use L, and L's the shifter down here. Instead of like a first gear, you have an L, which then uses more of the electricity braking. So it regenerates electricity. So there's climate, can tell you. Obviously it's best if it's all off. Fan uses fan only as the most efficient energy. Eco is for moderate air conditioning heater operation. Here's the remote start. Yeah, that's the other thing you have here. You can, it's a button on the key fob. This one, you have to hit the lock the car, and then hold this down for 5 seconds. And that'll put your car into preheat mode while it's still plugged in, so you won't use as much electricity once you're out of there. Your vehicle plugged in. Keep the tires inflated. Excess weight. Fuel weight. Use premium fuel. There we go. Our battery is depleted after only 25.4 miles. Now, some of that was due to the heating this morning. So there's my ending for the day. 25.4 miles on battery, 19.6 on fuel, 0.63 gallons used, 71.5 miles to the gallon. Energy efficiency. And the battery, of course, is dead. The thing my wife did not like was the thing in the middle of the seat. This car really does go quite fast. Speed limiter on it. Okay, so in the end I didn't go with the Volt. I did buy a 2008 Prius because the Volt gets about 37 miles to the gallon in just gasoline mode, and I figured I'd be in that quite a bit, and I'd also have to plug it in at work if I wanted to go from home to work. It's a 40-mile round trip to my office. And then also the middle seat was an annoying killer as well. I do really miss the Volt. I do think it was a really cool car. Just the size of the back, limited cargo compared to the Prius. And obviously the main thing is my Prius that I bought is about a third of the cost of this Volt. I think this Volt was about $13,000. My Prius is $4,200. Anyways, hope this was informative for you and you enjoyed it. Have fun.